was quick.
Yeah.
Seemed kind of short to me, but hey, hello everybody.
Hey, everybody.
It didn't seem like it was nearly long enough for an ad, but whatever. Hello. I know it's not Tuesday night. I know I'm a long time early.
Oh, it's Tuesday night, son. Oh, it is.
It could be Tuesday someplace.
That's it.
Oh, maybe. Might be. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to check out. This is the paint I did on Instagram today. This is using the gouache from Chalkola. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox the acrylics now that they sent. And I'm going to actually compare the two different kinds of paints on a piece of paper first. And then we'll do a painting with the acrylics. But this is the same color it was this morning when I painted it. It has not changed color.
That's a good thing.
I don't. So far, it's got a nice look. It's a little flatter. It doesn't have that shininess to it,
Uh-huh.
which is very much like watercolor paper. I mean, not like watercolor paper. Yeah, like watercolor paper. No, like watercolor.
So watercolor paint is flat. So I've never used it. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, watercolor is way flat. So they sent me this to give a go. Let's switch cameras so I can show everybody me slicing my hand open with my X-Acto knife. Because we know that's probably not impossible. Just what? Yeah, give me a cut away from you, not toward you. Yeah, whatever. What do I look like, a 12-year-old?
Hi, face. It's your face. Hi.
Oh, face.
We're together.
So let's take a peek what's inside this package. So far we have a box. That's a good start.
That's important.
It is when you're sending stuff. It helps really keep this stuff
In one place.
Hey, Boucher Street.
Hey, Cindy.
Boucher. Whatever. Okay, comes with the sponge. Comes with paintbrushes. With some nice fine tips, a fan brush. Let's see, comes with dagger, all kinds of, paintbrushes, people. Relax. Comes with that Bob Ross looking palette again. And then it comes with 32 colors. Oh, wait. And a palette knife. So we have 32 colors of paint. Flesh tint, mauve, gold, Naples Yellow, scarlet red, titaniums, vermilions, rose, some siennas, raw umber, burnt umber, copper, Payne's gray, Mars black, silver, couple 3 different greens, some Prussian blue, phthalo, ultra, cobalt. Yeah, pretty good collection of colors. What I'm going to do is kind of show you switch it over to the other camera again. Back to that one. Let's back this light up just a tiny bit on the floor here. I threw it on the floor because I need the space. Space is kind of a premium right now for me. I have stuff everywhere. So just so I'm doing them all the same, I'm going to use the same colors to see. I'm going to go with Scarlet Red because I have that in Gouache. I used Naples Yellow. No, it can't be I did. No way I used Naples Yellow. Indian Yellow. I have a Prussian Blue. And I have an aquamarine on my page, but I do not come. Nope, it didn't come with aquamarine. Came with ultramarine. So it is what it is. The white's going to be very similar. And let's see what a lemon yellow looks like in this stuff. Nice yellow. Nice bright yellows on you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to switch over to the computer now so you can
Okay.
knock me out of this one. Hold on.
You're going to knock yourself out of here, or you want me to?
I can actually do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with the gouache. We're going to go yellows first. Let's grab a neutral light color. Okay, neutral light. So the color is what the color is. All right. I'm going to grab their acrylic paint. Definite difference in yellow tones, for sure. This stuff seems to move real nice. The acrylic does.
Mhm.
But the nice thing about this stuff is, boy, it can. This stuff watercolors out really nice, and then if you want to put it on thick, get a little heavier. Yeah, not too bad. Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Hey, Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, Anthony.
Prussian blue. Let's go with Prussian blue. Straight. Good coverage. That's the gouache. Let's see what the acrylic paint does. Consistency is pretty close as far as those two using them straight up. Let's grab a little bit of water. Let's see if we can stretch this stuff down to a nice watercolor usage. Yeah, it does. Yeah, see the acrylic doesn't quite pull like that. Where this stuff will become kind of, you can use it like watercolor style also.
Right.
So far that's pretty cool. Now, they call this one Naples Yellow. But I don't know. That looks like cream to me. Got a nice flesh tone to it. Kind of a darker flesh tone, kind of tan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would make nice. This stuff might work okay for. Let's use the acrylic first, just because it's in my brush.
Your autofocus is going wonky.
Yeah, because of the colors.
Yeah.
It's totally spastic right now. And let's put the gouache on here. The goulash. Yeah, see, I can really turn that stuff really. I like the orange in that. That's for sure. I'm kind of a big fan of that orange. See, these are supposed to be the same color oranges.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Let's check out the reds. I mean, this is Vermilion Scarlet. Wait a minute. What did I put up here? Scarlet Red. Right. I told you, though, this stuff, this gouache doesn't use much paint to do that, though.
Does it dry as fast as the acrylic does?
I think it actually dries faster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it actually dries a little faster. It seems like, at least to me. I haven't. This is the first time I've broken out the acrylic, so I'm not 100% sure. Now these are supposed to be the same color too. Yeah, it definitely doesn't watercolor out like, and they're pretty close. Not bad. We'll go with that. And of course, the titanium white is actually a decent white. It's got a nice. You can't see there, so let's take it. Wow, could that really be already?
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. It dries that fast. Pretty amazed with it. So far so good. Kind of like them. Should we do a comparison painting the same type of colors?
Yeah. It seems like if you really want to work with them, you got to work with them fast, unless you water them down a bit.
Let's go with Viridian Green, because that's the color I was trying to use makeup this morning, and I didn't have any. It's kind of a blue-green color. All right, let's see what these things can do. I don't have very much paint on my palette. Let's give it a go. To be fair, I'm not going to be putting this on watercolor paper. I'm actually going to do it on a canvas. So it's not really apples to apples. Is that a game? I think that's a game. I think my kid has that game.
Apples to apples, yeah.
Let's see what we can do.
There we go.
No, this is totally dry. It is gessoed, so it does have a primer on it. It's basically just sealing white paint, to be honest. It's what was around. So let's start out with some red. We're going red sky. Let's see how far this stuff. I haven't used any extenders or anything like that. I normally will.
So you can do the same exact painting you did this morning?
Pretty close, yep. Could be a little different because it's on a different type of material, but probably maybe no palm trees. I don't know yet.
The palm
It's
trees
right,
are amazing.
right now it's really hard to just battle not putting in my paintbrush into the other paint. It's all on my palette at the same time, so it's like, I want to use that color. No, don't use that color. Can't say it likes my primer much. It's actually picking up my primer. Did I just peel off my primer? Wow. I don't think my primer was dry long enough. It's only been sitting for a day.
How long does it usually take?
Less than that, but for some reason it. Of course, we had torrential downpours this morning. I mean, heavy downpours this morning.
Yeah, we just had a storm not too long ago.
They came in 20 minutes later. They were gone.
We're supposed to get more later.
Let's grab this here yellow. Let's see what that does for a nice transition. Got that blending in there like that. Sure, we can go with that. Picked up a little orange from the top. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. Let's grab a little water. Let's go up here and pick a little bit of this paint up. Put it down here a little bit. Right on that edge. It's going to be a little different than the original, that's for sure. Do that. Sure. I like that. I like that enough. I need a touch of white right here in the middle. Oh, gotta be careful with this white though. This titanium white does seem to cover pretty good.
And what's the difference between that and zinc white?
I don't know. Guess I've never thought about it. That's like an Anthony question. I think it's how much pigment is in it. I can't remember off the top of my head. You had asked me that question, didn't you?
Sorry.
It's okay. I would normally have an answer for you, but I know unbleached titanium and I just realized something.
What's that?
This isn't the top. This isn't. I don't have I messed up. Hold on a minute. My white is not from the. I've been using gouache white. Ooh, this white is way thicker. Holy moly. Let's see what this stuff does to me. I thought I had put some on my palette, but.
Oh, okay, Anthony.
There you go. See, ask a professional.
It's a blending white.
See, he's a professional. I'm a mechanic. I'll tell you that straight up. I am not a professional artist.
But you're a professional mechanic.
Very much so. I was. That I was. You know what? That cream color.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be a nice sand color, actually. Let's grab some more of that color. It's Naples Yellow. It is not the color that is on the outside of the package by any means. This is the color that's on the package.
Mhm.
That's the color that's it's yellow. That's more of a cream color. So that package is a little deceptive as far as the color goes, but I think what I would do is actually take your paints out. I actually do that with some of my other ones. I'll paint the color right on the bottom.
Mhm.
No, don't fall. There goes that towel again.
You gotta Velcro it to your pants leg.
Yeah, kind of. Well, they send you that on the other one. I don't think they sent one in this one. Let me check in the bottom of the. Check in the bottom of the packaging. Nope, not in this one. But in the gouache packaging, they send you this. So you can put your. This is a piece of watercolor paper. So you can put your colors right here so you know what they are. So you can say, okay, this is the color that. So I would actually
That would come in handy.
could almost print off one of those on your printer if you had the right size watercolor paper.
Yeah.
I'd actually maybe print off a few of those.
And if it went through your printer.
Well, yeah, I can print photos. You know, I have a photo printer.
Some of them might be like, what are you feeding me?
I don't think I would do it with like.
Maybe a 98 pound, something a little bit lighter.
Yeah. Don't think I'd be rocking an inkjet printer. You know, I mean, a laser printer would be cool. Let's put in our little mountains that we did the first time.
Mhm.
Sure. You know, maybe we'll go larger.
And if you guys have Instagram, go back and watch Bruce's video that he did this morning on Instagram.
Yep, we test drove those. We did some test driving. First time I ever have done a live Instagram. That was my very first one.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you right up front, this paint, you go through quite a bit more of it to get the same coverage as the other stuff I have. I used a tiny bit of the gouache, and I've already been through the same amount of acrylic. Of course, I'm also painting on a canvas board, so I guess that's not an equal judge.
It'll be interesting to see when you clear coat that first one how it reacts to it.
Yeah, for sure. Yellow. Yep, I'll grab some yellow. Oh yeah. Totally sold on the gouache. That's for sure. They've got me hooked on that stuff. I like everything about that particular paint they sent me. I like how it went down. I like how it covered. I like how it moved. Kind of gives me a. It very much reminds me of Grumbacher's paint as far as its coverage goes. You know,
Mhm.
it covered very 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 nicely, and that's what But this stuff is it's better than the cheap stuff. The cheap stuff. The yeah,
Artist Loft.
from the big box store. That's for sure. Doesn't have the smell. This doesn't have any smell.
That's good.
It's got less smell than the stuff that I got from you by a lot. That stuff's got a little bit of a house paint smell to it.
Mm.
Yeah, and I have the fan blowing right on my face, so I definitely would feel it, and I mean smell it. I'd feel it, Sonia. I'd feel it.
I'd feel the smell.
I told you I was going to be 100% honest with this stuff and how I feel about it. I'm not going to hold back on. It's the way it is here. It's if we don't like it, we're going to tell you we don't like it. You know, giving them a fair shake though.
That's all you can do. So Fatima, I don't know if you heard it or not, but Fatima says the gouache reminds you of the Grumbacher.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I missed that. And it's actually still sitting here on my palette, and I'm so tempted to try to use some with this, just to see what. I mean, but I can't. I don't want to do that because I want to give this a straight up go. Hmm.
Okay.
Something wrong?
No. We went to Walgreens to pick up one of his prescriptions, and they're just now, after being back for 15 minutes, are calling him to let him know it's ready.
Oh, that's nice of them.
It's like, we already got that.
No, I'm not using hardly any water. I mean, barely any water. Just enough to keep my breast moist. My brush moist. Oh, wow, that was just. You tell somebody wants chicken for dinner.
Okay.
Okay, so far here's an issue.
What's that?
The titanium white is not covering well. I'm using it straight up on. Let's go with the gouache white and see what happens. Oh, look at the difference. She's driving me nuts.
Sorry. It's got that same noise that your old ones did.
Yeah. See, I'd recommend the gouache any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good quality paint. It's got a lot of pigment in it. It's holding fast very well. It's covering beautifully. I know I'm doing an acrylic test right now, but this is still their product. Just adding it to my acrylic paint because I want this painting to be, decent. We don't want to just toss this out.
Yeah.
This is on canvas. We don't waste if we can help it. Yeah. Yeah, as far as the whites go, not a fan of the titanium. I don't know what Anthony's opinion of it was. I kind of missed that. Taking care of my wife, I'm gonna see what their blue does on top of the acrylic. Yeah, see, it's got nice coverage too.
Now you're using the gouache right now, right?
Just a little bit. I did the whole top and straight up. Hold that paint right out of there. That didn't hold. Didn't dry. You may not like the primer I have, you know that?
Is it gesso?
It's enamel paint. It's just a white primer, sealing white. You're gonna go back and watch his videos again. I like to catch pieces while I was doing stuff, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna give you my own personal opinion, obviously, but let's touch the white in with that. What they're calling Naples Yellow. See if we can get that white to do. No, me either. Anthony, the gouache is beautiful. Look how And that stuff beautiful. I mean that's pretty impressive, Sonia.
With the thickness of it?
Yeah. I mean, other paints would be dripping right off here. Let's go ahead and see what. I'll put my hand underneath this one. That's the acrylic, and
It looks a little
just
runny.
yeah, I would actually buy more of that gouache. I'm gonna be honest about it. I would actually purchase that to continue with some paintings because I just like the way the acrylic. I don't know. Let's grab some of the Naples Yellow gouache and see what it does for this. Yeah, see, look what I mean.
It covers right up.
It's night and day with their. We're gonna try it on a piece of paper in a minute, though, just to be fair. Make sure it's not something reacting with my canvas. You know, gotta give them a straight up fair shot and go with raw paper and see what happens. Let's blend that down right here, though. Yeah, boy, I love the way that stuff moves. Big fan of that stuff. I'd actually do some more paintings with that stuff. I like it. I know this is a video about checking out their acrylics, but oh, it's fantastic paint. I've used a lot of paint. That one's got a pretty good rating for me as far as this stuff's usability goes. Am I happy where it's produced? Not so much. Let's go. That blue's already dry. Let's grab a little bit of this green. Put this down here in the darks. you give it a go and see what you think yourself, you know? Now, as far as kids paint goes, and price quality for what you're getting, it's definitely above the 53 cents a bottle stuff, you know?
What would you say it's closer, or is it like right in the middle? Or is it closer to the good stuff, or one step above? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to say it's closer to the heavier body stuff they sell at that place. But I want to give them a fair shake, so it's definitely not a craft white. I mean, it's definitely not a craft paint. As far as liquid craft paint goes, it's nothing like that. But like I said, it could really just be the reaction it's having with my primer.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make sure that I'm not just reacting with what I'm using for a base paint. Which is, it's actually not really ceiling paint, but it's actually a big name. Chalk paint. Anthony uses the same paint. Comes in a big jar. I don't know if he carries it in white or not. I just happen to have a big thing of white. Let's see what this does. Okay, let's make sure it just wasn't being swayed by what I was painting on. Let's grab some more titanium white. Make sure I've got fresh titanium white in here. Let's grab some Prussian blue. Got red. I need a little bit more orange. Otherwise known as Indian yellow. Let's see. Clean water. Start out with red. A little bit of water. You know what? Give it a fair shake and put a little bit spritz of water on there. Just to wet down my canvas so I don't have so much water on my brush. This is 140-pound watercolor paper. Yep. Might have been that problem, Sonia.
Spreading easier?
Might have been reacting with the other company's white paint. Still a little bit. Takes a lot to make it not see-through, that's for sure. we go. She can move it pretty good though. Actually, blends nice though. Got a nice blend. Definitely will. Colors blend together good. I seem to be out of yellow. I don't want to put too much paint on here.
Try some clouds, maybe?
Yeah, we're actually gonna do some darker clouds. As soon as we get this yellow put in here before it dries on me. I think we'll do some sienna clouds today, maybe. See, now I made most of that orangey color because the yellow, straight yellow is this color. We'll go eat lunch. Jeez. What do we gotta hold your hand? We will. Alright, you know what? Let's grab a little bit of that orange. Mix it in with our red. So we don't have to break out another color. Touch of Prussian blue in it. This should be kind of a brownish color. Couple of dark clouds. Gonna use a flat to do these. It's drying much later, that's for sure. Yep. Just went. I go like raw umber. Yeah, let's try raw umber. Grab a little makeup brush. Well, doesn't that stuff have a purple tint to it now? Some nice storm clouds. What are you doing?
Nothing, just sitting here. Perfectly still.
What's the noise?
I don't hear any noise. The AC kicks on every once in a while, but it's bad in. Thunder?
No, I don't know what it is. Let's grab a touch of the titanium white and see what that's gonna do the whole highlight game or not here. Should turn these to like a gray, I hope. Nope, did not. Done my clouds like that a lot.
That's a smaller makeup brush than what I have.
Yeah, even smaller one too. Let's go in a little thicker on the white here and see what happens. It literally sounds like somebody's eating potato chips.
Mm-mm. The only noise that's even remotely around here right now is the thunder that we're having outside. The noise I'm hearing is kind of sounds like a fish tank pump. It's like,
Oh no, that's my fan.
oh, okay.
Well, we've had this problem before, remember?
Yeah.
We got
My
all these weird sounds were coming in. It's like, whoa.
my bubble's not moving except when I talk, so. Yeah, I was hearing like the bubbling of water like you'd hear in a fish tank. Weird.
Sound went away. Muted your mic.
No, I didn't.
You have your camera off.
Yeah, because they're concentrating on you, not my face.
Well, I don't know what to think about it. Let's see if this stuff paint picked up. Hey Mo.
Hey, Mona. Is it not moving?
It's coming off.
Oh, okay.
It's lifting right up. So I don't really know what to think, actually.
Is the paper still wet?
No, not at all. I didn't put enough water on to say so. So I don't know on paper. I can tell you what it underbinds on a canvas, but it shouldn't be lifting off paper. It should be glued to the paper virtually. So I don't know what's going on with it. This one might be beyond me. The paper's not wet. It's not cold in here.
And the fan's blowing on you. It's not blowing on the paper, right?
It's blowing on the back of the easel.
Oh, okay.
It's there.
Yeah.
So it's coming around me. It's just moving air. It's not pointing at this painting now. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the cobalt blue color?
That's Prussian blue mixed with a little bit of yellow. This is acrylic. I wanted to give the acrylic a fair shot with using just the acrylics and not using the gouache. I love the gouache, Anthony. The gouache is a really good quality as far as I'm concerned. See, I can't even. I gotta put a little gouache. Just, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I need the white. Need the white to hold up. Same company, just better product. You know, all around just a better. I'm going to be honest about it, which I am going to be.
Is it drawing darker?
It's not. It's hard to tell, really. Just not. I don't know. I really try to be good. Doris is live. I really did try.
That was funny. That whole chat went south.
I haven't been there long enough to be a total pain in the butt yet.
I just jumped in with both feet. I was like, whatever.
Well, Anthony, I've never used it before. But I can tell you that this is the kit I got from them. You know, lots of colors, and it's a good. Like, this is a sap green. You know, I mean, if I screwed the cap on crooked, that's okay. And you know, it's just a good. I mean, it covers my metal brush. What's that tell you? I mean, my metal blade. I mean, any paint that can cover a piece of stainless like that. I mean, that's pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like you said earlier, you didn't have to use a whole lot of it this morning. You
No.
put a bunch on there, and you only used a couple of, a few swipes out of each.
And let's be fair. Let's grab the blue of the acrylic paint. And I'm being just as fair, but I mean, I'm sorry, but that is night and day.
That's
You
a lot
know?
thinner.
And then you've got this stuff, which is,
You can see right through it. Yeah.
so let's see if I can do the same thing. No, see, Sonia?
Yeah.
I mean, that's nice quality right there. As far as the gouache goes, it's the acrylic's too thin for me, even for me, and I use thin acrylic. It's just a very see-through paint. It's like it's got low amount of pigment in it.
And the pigment's what makes it thicker or thinner?
It's yeah, what makes it kind of easy to see through or not so much. I mean, this is the gouache I'm putting on here because I didn't want to waste it.
Mm.
That stuff covers like car paint.
You could redo that entire painting in gouache.
Oh, easily. I could easily go over this in a heartbeat. Now the big question is, can I get that off my
Palette knife.
my palette knife? Holy moly! Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to be honest about it, Anthony. You know, I paint with watercolor paper, and I'm trying to give it a straight up
So the gouache gets 5 paintbrush review, and the acrylic, I would say, gets about a two and a half paintbrushes.
I don't even know if I'd hit 2.
Yeah.
It's just I'm curious. Maybe I'd give it a 2, 1.5, 2. Yeah. Except they did I think the gouache was cheaper. I mean, I realize this isn't, Yeah, look at this, Sonia.
Doesn't even.
Let's try some water, see if it starts back up again like it's supposed to.
There you go.
Yep.
That's
But that's what it's supposed to do. That's one thing about it, is you're supposed to be able to reactivate it with water. Talk about Yoda.
And instead of saying he doesn't like it, he said, "Not I like."
Yeah. I did what they asked.
Acrylic gets 1.75 paintbrushes.
I reviewed it. I don't think I'll be able to use it again. I mean, I'll use it up. If you're painting on, say, coloring book paper, like for school or something, that brown paper stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I'd react to it. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see here, down here. Where's my coloring book? Where's my... where did I put my coloring book? Oh, let's just do this. Maybe I'm just using the wrong stuff that it's supposed to be on. I don't know. Okay, this is all a piece of cardboard. Now let's use the exact same amount of the actually, let's use a half of the amount of gouache. Look at the difference.
And it's so much thicker.
Same color paint, half the amount. Let's add water. See how far we can go with it. And it's still staying really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you. Acrylic pass. You know, it's passable. The gouache, in my opinion, is an honor student. Seriously. And I'm picky about paint. I mean, I'll use anything, but when I really, the stuff that I have fancy paintings that you guys don't get to see. Sonia knows about. But, you know, I mean, that's,
And it even looks brighter, and it, it's, I mean, the acrylic looks like it's very light colored. The gouache is a lot more vibrant, I guess is the word.
oh, I tried. Now, this is interesting. Now, this painting, I don't know what's going on with it. But we are going to grab a little bit of the white gouache here. Let's go ahead and tap some of that in here because we want to use it. Now I'm going to put a little water on my brush and just kind of pull these in. And just take a little bit of that white and just tap it in the middle. But thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this look at colors. I mean, we tried it on canvas. It's canvas panel. You know, it was primed. It's I don't know. It is what it is.
You have the other one handy?
Trip myself on my cord. And then this was what I painted this morning. And this is the color I painted this morning. It hasn't done anything. You know, it's still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it hasn't changed at all.
It is what it is. So. This is running off my paper over here. So, you know, it's going to drip. All this water is going to run off into no man's land. But thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great day. Sonia's on at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Derby DJ.
Wendy's menu.
She's doing Wendy's menu. Wendy's.
Wendy's.
She was going to do Wendy's, but, you know, they were sold out. So she's going with Wendy's. Sure, it will be interesting. Thank you, Anthony. We just straight up honesty, my friend. Straight up honesty.
Very thorough.
We're gonna call it like we see it, and we want to make sure we touched all the bases. Make sure there was nothing that was gonna bias it, like maybe my primer or something. But nah, it's just not working for me. It's too bad. We'll definitely use up the colors because we have them, but probably after I use up everything else. But thank you all. Please do. And we will see you all again soon. Be well.
Bye.